Alright guys, welcome back. So basically I picked up a hood and a fender. Now what we're working on is a 2007 Escalade EXT. It's the pickup truck model one, and it has hail damage. So I'm going to show you indicators where you just need to change the body part itself, and also fix a few things and dents. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the damage on the Escalade, on the parts that we're going to be replacing and why we're replacing it. Okay, so now if you look on the hood, you could see there are multiple dings. I mean, if I sat here and counted each ding or dent, I would be at least in the 50s or 80s. Okay, this is way too much to fix. Okay, if there was 1, 2, maybe even 3, worth it. Okay, but we went ahead and got a new hood. Okay, not new, but new used. Has no dings, no nothing. 300 bucks. I'd rather pay 300 bucks for a clean hood where I don't have to work on dings, I don't have to sand, I don't have to repaint, all that stuff. That route is the route you want to go to with the hood. Now what I did was I ended up getting the same color to make sure that it matches. Okay, so now if you look at the fender, get the same thing, multiple dings all right around here. And the problem is you can fix some of them, but they're not going to be perfect. You are going to see a little bit of waves in there, things like that. Okay, so I went ahead and wanted to replace the fender and the hood. Fender probably 100 bucks, hood 300. That's 400 bucks, where all this stuff, paint job, you know what I mean, it's going to cost you a lot more. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this hood off, and we're going to line it up next to that hood, and you guys can see the difference. Okay, so let's work on each part at a time, and then we're going to work our way back to the car.
It's smooth jazz.
All right, guys. So we got both hood. We got one hood off, and we got the other one next to it. And as you can see, the one I got is a lot better looking. The little trim here, it actually looked like the whoever had this painted it. Decent job, I guess, but I don't know why they painted it black. But I don't know if you can see all those dings over there. You can see all those things. That's way too much to repair. You got to change the body parts at that point. And then this hood is nice and smooth, except for the marking. But this comes off. This is just for the body shop where I bought it from, or the auto shop. And then the fender here. So what I'm going to do is, since I got the hood off, I'm actually going to go ahead and take the fender off and get the fender off and put the new one on, and then we'll put the hood on. And what's weird is, if you look at it, the fender almost has an inner fender that's attached to it. It's not separate. So there's a lot more work to get it off. So you know what? Let's go ahead, knock that out, get that off, and go from there. guys, so I finished up late last night. But as you can see, I did get everything on. The hood looks a lot better. I do have some gaps here, but this is nothing. Basically what it is, I'm doing it by myself. And I don't have anybody there to help me to kind of look at things. Plus it was getting dark. I didn't really see these things till this morning. So basically what I just have to do is I have to undo all these bolts here. And the 3 bolts down here. So basically this is just tilting down a little bit. That's all it is. So as soon as I loosen those bolts up, slide this up, all this will line up. And this gap here would get a lot smaller. So I already know how to fix this. I'm going to take care of that. Now I did tell you guys, once I'm done with this, I was going to work on the back. Well, that kind of changed. So I actually brought the vehicle to be inspected earlier today for the MVD because it is... it was a hail damage. Now it has a clean title, but it came from Canada. So I needed a level 2 inspection. Now the problem is that this thing died on me when I got off the exit. It stalled, a couple of troubleshooting. It wasn't getting the gas. Long story short is I have to change the fuel pump. I got to do a bunch of stuff. The only problem is that because it came from Canada, there's snow there. There's salt on the roads. Everything is pretty rusty underneath. So I think I'm going to have a real difficult time getting the straps off the fuel tank. Now there's no hatch inside, which some of you are probably thinking right now. So I do have to drop the tank. There's no ways about it. I got to drop the tank. The only problem is that I filled up the tank right before this occurred. So right now I got a full tank. So now I got to somehow drain the tank, pump all the gas out of it, figure out what cars I'm going to put this gas in and how many canteens it's going to take. Because as you can tell, it's an SUV. I'm pretty sure the gas tank is pretty large. So I got to do that. I want to change the fuel pump first before I start on any other repairs on the body. All right. So I'm basically going to be doing like a how-to video on changing the fuel pump, the fuel filter. I'm also going to do a tune-up on it, spark plugs, cables. I'm basically going to just do a couple of short videos on that. So you might not see a part 3 on this hail damage repair for quite a while. Thanksgiving is coming up. So I won't be doing much work on this until the week after. But I kind of wanted to give you guys an update, kind of let you guys know what's going on. So that's pretty much it for this. So I'm going to end this right here. So if you haven't, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Visit my website down below for some merchandise if you want to check that out. Other than that, hey, I appreciate everybody showing the love. I appreciate everyone showing the support. Share with some friends on my videos. My subscriber base has grown pretty fast. Help me get there. And that's about it. I wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. If you're watching this before Thanksgiving, if not, happy Thanksgiving for the following year. Peace out.